customize our DIY ponies in our amazing pony workshop. Look how many things we have. We have so many paints. We have so many heads to use. So much glitter. All of these bodies to choose from, with wings, without, with horns, with butterfly wings. Here are our designs that we can take inspiration from. More colors. So I'm gonna pick an earth pony base. This one, for example, is an earth pony base. Like this. Yep, it is. It's really dirty, but it is an earth pony base. But still, these are spare parts we will be painting over anyways, so it's okay. Yes, and now an earth pony head. Let's see over here. So many heads, but I think this one is the one that suits her head shape best. Perfect. Let's make sure the head and the body line up, and they sure do. We just need to mix and match parts, and it always looks good. So yeah, that's it. Perfect. Now we need to start with the colors we're gonna use. Whoa, wait. First, we have to sculpt everything on. You're right. So let's start seeing what we want to do for this pony. So I think we can do like a little bob haircut, and then here we can do like a huge tail. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Great. So we are going to take our foam clay right here, and we're gonna open it up. So here is the foam clay. Foam clay is really, really nice and malleable, so you can do whatever you want with it. You can put it in water, you can stretch it out, it can harden, and it's air dry, so it's perfect. This is one of my favorite things to use to make ponies, and it's just a really good material. So yeah, let's start with the first little like strands of hair, shall we? Okay, so we're gonna do just a little strand over here, like that. What about that? Oh yeah, just like that, just like that. It's exactly what I wanted. We're just gonna make this shape like that. Yes, great. That's the first side of hair. And now we're gonna do the other side. And we're gonna do this before the bangs, because if we do the bangs before, doing these little hairs and putting them under the bangs is gonna be literally next to impossible. So it's 10 times better to just do it over, but before we do the bangs. So now we're gonna do, whoa, this is sticking to our mat. So we're gonna put it here because our mat is kind of, sticky. So we are going to make a little base for the hair to stay on. As we can see, we're doing like this kind of ponytail, like if we were gonna give her a ponytail, but we're not. We're just gonna kind of sculpt the hair. Like if you got a buzz cut, this is what your hair would look like. We really want her to just look perfect and nice and soft like that. Perfect. Okay. So now let's actually do the fun part. The bangs! Yay! So we're just gonna like roll this out, and then we're just gonna make it like straight like that. Like really, really straight like this. And we are just gonna like make this part a little bit longer, and we're just gonna add them like this, like separate pieces on the head. Just honestly, we just want to make bangs like that. We don't want everything to look absolutely perfect. We just want the shape to look good, and that's honestly it. And we're also gonna like add some more little things like that. See, some little pieces that aren't absolutely perfect, because that's kind of how it looks good. So we're gonna do that like this. We're just making some pieces, be more straight than others, and some to go sideways like this, like that. Honestly, it's just really easy. You just gotta know how to do it and how to give it, it's a little charm. So like that, as you can see, now these pieces are being like under something, which is exactly what we wanted. So yay! And now we're gonna do 2 more pieces where the ends will be super, super sharp, like that, and like this. Perfect. Ooh, yes! Okay, and now we're gonna do a little bit more. We're just gonna take little tiny pieces, and we're just gonna make those, the bangs. Okay, this is way too little tiny, but we're gonna take little tiny pieces, and we're gonna make that the bangs. So like that. And we're gonna make sure there's some pieces which are straight too, because it's important that the pieces also have like some straightness to it, because the bangs are gonna be like straight, so it's important. Like that, perfect. And we forgot to do some other side pieces before we did the actual side pieces, so whoopsies, but it's okay. And now we're gonna do a piece that's completely rectangular and straight to see how it looks. It looks good. We just need to add a little bit more texture on the top. Yeah, we do. So it's basically just that. And it's really fun to mold. It sure is, Anya. Like that. And we're also gonna mold like a bit more of hair on here. Like we're just gonna make it like this. We're gonna roll it out. And then we are gonna like roll this like that. Straight like that. And we're gonna take this piece and we're gonna cut it in half with our safety scissors. And they're kid-friendly scissors, they're not adult scissors. And then we are gonna like give her a little kind of like bob cut, like that. Just like that, real nice and chopped like that. Ah, so cute. Whoa. And now we're gonna continue doing her bangs and giving her like, you know, like a straight look. Maybe we can like, with our safety scissors, cut this part off. The bangs. Yes, and that looks 10 times better because it's like a little bit straighter. So yeah, that's definitely, that's definitely better. Yes, it definitely looks better, and so we're gonna keep on doing this. Okay, we are all done sculpting the head, and she turned out so pretty. Now it's time to do her tail, which we will clearly do with obviously foam clay too. And it'll basically just be the same thing, honestly. We'll just, you know, roll it out like this, and then just kind of flatten it like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We don't want it to be perfect. I'm just thinking like maybe like that. Yeah. That's definitely the type of tail I think she would have. And then we can, you know, just do that. Oh, perfect. Yes, 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 yes. And I think that's a really pretty tail she can have. Now, we're gonna have a pony come up here and help us with this because we are gonna use an X-Acto knife. Howdy, I'm Applejack and I'm gonna help them. Thank you, Applejack. No problem. You girls wanna add texture, right? Yes, we wanna add texture to the tail. Okay. Make sure that when you use an X-Acto knife, you use an adult helper because you cannot do this alone. Perfect. Good. There we go. Well, that's it. I'm gonna go now. Thank you, Applejack. Okay, so here she is. Oh, no, the head. Okay, phew. That was scary. Okay, we're gonna let her dry somewhere. And when she's dry, we'll come back to her. Okay, the clay is all dry. Amazing. Look, it's so cool. Oh, it's so amazing. Okay, so everything is stuck on the head and everything's stuck on the tail. So perfect. And now all we have to do is, well, start with the base coat. We will use white for the base coat. So we will take our paint palette and our white. And now we're gonna take our paintbrush and we're gonna start painting the parts white, everything white. And we're gonna start by the body, you know, because we're gonna make her completely white. Well, minus the tail, obviously, and hair. But almost everything else is just gonna be full white, full pure white. And it's gonna look super cute and pretty. So we're so excited to get this over with, right, Elsa? Yes, so excited. Perfect. So we're just gonna start painting everything. Make sure we don't leave anything out because the base coat is very important, and we will actually be painting her white. It's even more important to try to get good coverage with the white. We're not going to really paint the tail much because we do actually want the tail to be a darker color so it stands out. But yeah, maybe like black or dark blue or something. But it looks like this is done. We have got the body done, and we're going to put it over to the side. And now we're going to do the head. So for the head, we're basically just gonna do the same, honestly. We're gonna take the white and we're gonna spread it all over the head, all over the head, all over the head. And just like that, just everywhere, basically everywhere. Putting it in every nook and every cranny that we can find. Just everywhere, everything black. Well, I mean white. So we're just gonna continue painting. Same with these earrings we did, and same with the headband, because the headband and earrings will also be white. Great, that's it. That's the first base coat, and we will let the head dry, basically on top of a paintbrush, like this. Perfect. Okay, so our pony, after some coats, has, you know, a bit of splotchy, like over here, over there, over everywhere. It's a bit splotchy, so we will need to add more coats. So let's get our paint palette again, open our white, and let's just put everything in there like that. And now we will take our paintbrush and we will just paint away. We need to make sure that this pony has an amazing, amazing, pure white coat. This pony needs to be pure white, and we need to make sure everything is perfect for this pony. Everything is perfect. We can see it's a pretty nice coat. As we said before, we're gonna make the hair black. So let's start with the tail so we can kind of get a look at what this look like. We gotta be really careful around those edges, because if the black touches the white, we are literally done for, because the white took so many coats to put on, literal white, because we already had a white base and it took so many coats to just get it white enough for us. And her tail is gonna be fully black, of course. I mean, that is the color we wanna paint her. Her tail. And there we go, like that. Good. Great. We totally did it. We totally painted the back of her tail. And now we're going to paint her hair. So her hair is going to be obviously black. So we're going to do two things now. Now that it's dry, we're going to start adding some patterns to her legs. And we'll also add those same patterns to the ears. And we will be painting these earrings silver, like a silverish white, just so they stand out a little bit. But we're gonna start with a gray. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a dry paintbrush, this one. We're gonna take our paper. It's very important. This paper does look very, but it's the paper we've been using to dry our paintbrushes. And it's actually looks pretty ugly because it's a paper, but it's very useful. So we're gonna take our gray paint. Then we're gonna kind of like dabble it there just so we can get a more dry surface. And then we're just gonna kind of dabble it on these legs like that. And we're gonna just dabble it like it's kind of like this coat type thing. Where we are just gonna dabble over here. Up here we're gonna dabble. And just leave those little droplets, I guess. And down here, we're going to make sure it's more concentrated, because as she's an earth pony, I really want to give her like more, interest, like more interesting things, not just like, we do have to like be careful with the whole dry brushing thing, because if we get too much paint, then that kind of isn't dry brushing. It's just like painting, but like that. So yeah, we're gonna do the sides. We're gonna be really careful with the sides, and we're just gonna do the back too, just kind of like that, not perfectly, but we are gonna do the back and the sides like that, just like that. Perfect. See that? Yeah, it's going good. We're gonna take a bit more, and then we're gonna do the same. We're gonna dabble that down like that, and then we're gonna take like these hind legs. See why I wasn't so worried, Elsa? Oh yeah, because we're gonna paint over it anyways. Yes, and it's gonna look really good too, like that. We're gonna do the same for this side. We're gonna take the paint that we put on our painting paper, like that. And she just has a lot more texture now, and I feel like it's just a lot better because she actually has interesting things going on about her. We got like this cool texture going on. We got a bunch of things going on for her. So like this, she can be more interesting. Oh yeah, definitely. And let's see. I think we can do the ears too, but just very softly. Yeah, very, very soft, but we're gonna do the ears too. We're just gonna whoop, 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 like this. like that. Perfect. We're gonna match the opacity like this. And I think that is honestly a really pretty like kind of coat. Maybe we could do the rear. We could do the rear, but I don't want to mess up the tail. So that is how she looks right now. And we're going to take the head now, and we are going to do one of the most important things for this pony. We're going to draw her eyes. And we need to make sure that we paint over whatever we draw. So I think I want to give her like just this nice kind of this eye like that. Just round. The eyelash will be downward. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. And we can go straight in with the iris because, well, yeah, we can already paint the iris here. But we're going to do the same for the other side. We're going to make it like that. And her eyes are going to be, what about purplish blue? Yeah, let's do, I don't know, let's just do purple. Okay, so we're going to mix our purple and we're going to open our purple up and we're going to put some purple over there. And we're going to take our paintbrush and we are just going to paint her iris in. And we're going to try to make sure, like, as we don't need to paint the eye whites, we can kind of paint the iris kind of however we want it to look like that. Honestly, I think that's a pretty good iris. We're just gonna paint this nice pretty purple iris. It's so pretty, super pretty. We just need to make it like a bit more circular, maybe like this. Ugh, yes, definitely. That is exactly what we wanted. So here's kind of the irises. And now once this dries, we are going to basically do her eyeliner. And this is, oh, she's looking so pretty, honestly. We should think of her cutie mark. What will we do for her cutie mark? Well, what about we do like a flower? Yes, we can do a cute flower. So let's do a flower. We are going to do, what about a clematis? Okay, a clematis flower? Yes, what about that flower? Yes, I love that flower. It's so cute. So we just mixed a lighter shade of purple and let's do that flower. So the clematis flower, we are gonna take the flank and paint the flower. So we're just gonna take 1, 2, 3. The clematis flower has 8 petals. So we're just gonna do 5, 6. We're gonna try to make that one a little bit more like a dome shape. Same with these. Like we're gonna do 7 and 8. And then we're gonna make sure the flower petals just all look nice and similar and similarly long. And they all have the same kind of like start. Perfect. I think that's a really nice look. And then we have to do obviously the middle part of the clematis flower. The clematis flower also has like nice little markings on every little thing, but that's kind of really hard to do. So we're just going to do 1 white dot in the middle. Like that. Perfect. And I think that is what looks good. Maybe we can do like some dry brushing and do like the little stems. Well, not the little stems, but the little lines coming out of the clematis flower. Perfect. It looks gorgeous. But now maybe the middle can be like a little bit of a more darker purple or like a blue maybe. Oof, I don't know. I don't know what color to paint it. Maybe we will do a blue, just like that. Oh, perfect. Maybe a little bit more blue like that. Oh, gorgeous. Perfect. Okay, there we go. And that is the beautiful look of our little clematis pony. Now, we're going to continue painting the irises, and as you can see, she's looking so pretty! I'm so excited to finish her! Our pony is almost finished. We just need to do one last thing, and we're going to take our super small paintbrush for this. This paintbrush is very important. We're going to dip it in water, like this. We're going to dip it in our black paint, and we are going to do her whole eyelash. So let's take the paintbrush, And let's do her eyelash. Yes, her eyes are looking so pretty. We just need to do a little bit more like that. Honestly, I love doing pony eyes. It is so cool and therapeutic, honestly. And then we're just gonna do her pupil. We're gonna do a little bit of eyelashes. Perfect, and now we're gonna do the other eye. Our pony is completely finished. She's so pretty. Look at her, she's amazing. Wow, all we need to do, all that's left is to give her eye shines. So we will do just that. We will take the head and we will do one little eye shine here and one eye shine over there, a bit smaller, like that. And then we'll do the same with the other side. One bigger eye shine here and one smaller one here. She's so pretty now. We're gonna let this dry and then we're gonna glue everything together. But look at her, how pretty she is. We've got everything done. The patterns are beautiful. Everything is so pretty for her. Whoa. Maybe we can do like a little white dot in the middle of the clematis flower. Yes. Okay, that's a lot prettier. She is so beautiful. Now let's let her dry and then we're gonna stick her body together. Yay. Okay, we finished our pony. Look how cute she is. She's so adorable with her hooves, her eyes. She even has the cutie mark. This is like pearly, like pearlescent. Very nice. Very cute. The tail is very nice. And everything is just adorable about this pony. I love her. Do you, Elsa? I love her too. She's amazing. Whoa, everything is so cute about this pony. Yes, and look at her headband, look at her earrings. Everything is great about this pony. Yes, I'm so happy how she turned out. Yep. Well, guys, if you want to see more videos about pony customizing, make sure to like and subscribe because, yep, if you like, that means you like the video. And if you subscribe, you will get notifications whenever we post new pony videos. Yes, so that's it, guys. Bye-bye.